Hello, I'm R.G Rankine from Thinking Plainly. Thanks for watching. In this series we're going to look at recreating some alcoholic drinks from literature. I'm hoping to look at a really diverse range of books, old and new, different genres, to try and find out what role booze played in the story, and also to try out some recipes. And actually, one of my closest friends just opened a bar, so it's a great excuse to get some free drinks.
What?
It's research. For our first video, we're going to look at one of my favourite Charles Dickens novels, Dombey and Son. It's a hefty work. My edition comes in at 925 pages, although at the time it would have been serialised. It would have been published in monthly parts over the course of about 2 years. Set in the rapidly changing and expanding post-industrial Victorian age or early Victorian age, the book seemingly focuses on business, trade, finance, commerce. The story centres around a city shipping firm. But actually it's got family and family relations at its heart, with a special interest on examining the relationship between father and son and father and daughter from both angles. But we're not here for an academic discussion on Victorian society, retail, wholesale, imperialism, colonialism, all the other isms that I'm absolutely not qualified to talk about. We're here to talk about something I know much more about: booze. So although people can drink or do drink Madeira on its own like you would a wine or a port, we're going to use a recipe that Charles Dickens wrote himself in a letter, and it's called Moonbeams for Summer Drinking.
It's a pretty simple recipe. We're going to take 100 mils of Madeira, a shot of cognac, and there was no ice or anything in the recipe. It just called for some water, so we're just going to cut that with about 40 mils of just regular still water.
They would have made a jug, left it out to the side.
Yeah, I'll probably let it chill down a bit. The water's quite cold, so it should be fine. And that is pretty much it. I don't even need to strain it.
So this is Madeira, brandy,
Yeah,
and water.
that's it. Just going to squeeze a little bit of lemon zest over the top of it.
Have a taste. That's actually really nice. That is really good. Okay, so we've made the Madeira recipe from the book. Now we're going to make a modern version.
I've got a more up-to-date version, not that modern. This was invented by Harry Craddock in the Savoy in the 1920s, and I'm going to make a drink called the Bosom Caresser. So, this one's going to be shaken. We'll start with some grenadine, about 10 mils of that. Next we're going to do some triple sec. You can use Cointreau or Grand Marnier or anything like that. Go for about 20 mils of that. Then we need our Madeira. Let's go for another 20 mils. And lastly the brandy. So this time around it's more brandy than Madeira. And then finally, to add a bit of texture and richness to the drink, we're going to add an egg yolk. You don't worry too much about using raw eggs in cocktails. The alcohol will normally get rid of any nasties in there. Just put that straight in, and then shake it up. Give it a good hard shake because of the egg yolk. And then we'll strain that into a nice cold cocktail glass. There you go, that is the Bosom Caresser.
It's going to go down well with a moustache here. Oh wow, that's good as well, and that is really good. That tastes stronger. It's lovely. Here we have the two drinks. We have the original Dickens recipe here, Moonbeams for Summer Drinking, which I really like. It's like a Pimm's, sort of a shandy type flavour to it, which I think is great. And the name that Dickens, I bet, wished he would have used, the Bosom Caresser here, the modern version. Less friendly on the beard, but it's also really nice. If I'm being honest, I think I would actually order this in a bar now. There's something quite traditional about this. So, I'm going to make up a rating system because it's our first video. I'm going to say that this is a 4 out of 5 for me. This is going to be a 3 out of 5. I've got nothing to mark that against, so I have no idea, but that's what I'm going to start with. That's our first video. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks to Ruairi at the Bonneville. Please subscribe. Our next video is going to be on The Shining. Okay, got to go. Got more research to do. Hello, I'm R.G Rankine from...
You son of a mother.